An initiative to curb alcohol abuse among young people was launched yesterday. The Young, Free and Educated program is run by the Association for Responsible Alcohol Usage, which works towards teaching youth to drink responsibly, and it challenges young people to take responsibility for their lives. Music personality DJ Oskido and former soccer star Jabu Pule-Mahlangu have been appointed ambassadors for the program. Well, joining us now in studio is a young and free and educated ambassador, Jabu himself, to tell us more about the program and, of course, why he's decided to join it. It's good to have you on the program, and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you. Morning, and and thanks for having me.
Okay, I need you to tell me a little bit more about this. Young, free and educated. What does it entail?
Yeah, first of all, I like to say thank you to Ara, for buying this idea, because we have a challenge of underage. I mean, we have a challenge of alcohol abuse, in our societies, and myself, as a person who was a victim of alcohol abuse, in my youth, and I felt like this initiative of YFE is going to be very critical, to address to the youth, and also to share our experiences, like my experiences of alcohol abuse and the consequences of alcohol abuse. So this initiative, it's not only initiative that YFE, we're going to run with this. Yes, we need the support of course, the citizens, we need the support of the parents, because we are pushing a responsibility. Yeah. We want to say to the youth, if you are under 18, that's underage drinking. You don't have to drink. Okay. But if you are 18 upwards, you can drink. People must not get confused. This project, it's about drinking. It's not responsible. Yeah. Yes, because we feel that, our young kids, as much as they are young, free and educated, they need also to be responsible. Yeah. As the former President Nelson Mandela said before that, freedom comes with responsibility. Indeed. So they need also to understand. So we as YFE, we want to engage with the youth so that they can also, come on board and tell us, their challenges, and we want to give them the platform also. We don't want to keep on saying, stop abusing alcohol, stop abusing alcohol. So we want to come with a different angle to say, okay, let's sit down, let's give the youth an opportunity, a chance to also, tell us their challenges and why they are behaving like this. Let's talk about your
let's talk about your background as well, and of course I think that'll serve as an example to so many people. I mean, you mentioned that you used to use alcohol and abuse alcohol. It's not about using, it's about abusing alcohol. Yes. Which is what we're saying. What led you down that path? Why did you abuse alcohol? And perhaps maybe that will give us an understanding as to why the youth of today are doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, most of us, we're coming from different backgrounds, different environments. I will talk for myself. I was coming from an alcoholic family. My late mom, my late dad, like everyone in the family, including my grandmother, my grandfather, they were all drinking alcohol, and every day. So alcohol became my lifestyle. It became part of me, and even if I will go to train and go to play soccer, but when I get home, I know that, it's that environment again of noisy, fighting, all those arguments, under the influence, and it became part of me, and I started drinking at about 11 years old, 12 years old, because, of the environment that I was living in, and like I said, it became very, very, very problematic, towards my career also, because I couldn't cope with the requirements of being a professional, athlete, because of alcohol abuse, and yeah, it was a long journey. It's not an easy road, to go, but I'm happy that God, at least, at some point in my life, he gave me the strength, and gave me the courage, to overcome this addiction. So that's why this program, when Lebu, the program director of YFE, when he came to me 2 years ago, about this idea, you know, and it was something that I have a passion with, because I could relate, because I was a youngster who extremely abused alcohol in public.
Yeah,
you know, and everyone knows that. And you know, this initiative, you know, we feel like we know that it's not going to be easy, you know, to just change, you know, the attitude and the behavior of the kids. But if they will see people like myself who they used to see abusing alcohol in public and coming out clean today, you know, it can also inspire them and motivate them.
And give people hope that your life doesn't have to be that way. I mean, you know, one of the biggest problems, and I think, is that we always talk about the youth and we think about the youth and the circumstances that they find themselves in, and they try and escape their circumstances and use alcohol as one means of escaping the problems that they've got. But I think the reality, and I think you can agree with me on this one, is that just makes the situation worse, is that you, as you're saying, have to take responsibility for your life and try and make it better. Don't make it worse. Try and make it better.
Yeah, that's why, you know, we as YFE, you know, we want to motivate, we want to encourage, and we want to, you know, to make sure that we tell the youth. We're not telling them, we engage with them, you know, to say, guys, let's be responsible. You know, because if you can have your drinks, but you must know, for example, if you can't drink and drive, if maybe you're going to a party, get maybe a maxi taxi. You know, we don't say don't drink at all. We're saying maybe get a maxi taxi. Someone will take you from this point to where the party is, and then after the party is done, then you can get into the taxi and go back home. But also it goes with, you know, the stakeholders, also the club owners, the tavern owners, you know, because it's a challenge, because other tavern owners, other club owners, they allow underage, you know, underage kids, you know, to come into their taverns, to their shebeens, and it becomes a challenge. That's why we are also looking forward to engage with them, also the owners of the pubs, of the clubs, because we need to come together in this, you know, because this is not the youth problem, it's a South African problem. And we as YFE, we just want to say, guys, okay, let's sit down on the table, let's find the solution, let's try and encourage these young kids to say, guys, as much as we are young, free and educated, but responsibility is the key. And responsibility doesn't go to government, because most of the people, they blame government. This responsibility starts at home with the parents. Parents need to take the responsibility of their kids. You know, there's so many things that we blame the government and stuff, but we as a community also, we need to take responsibility. So that's why we are saying to the youth, and we are going to pose a question to the youth, that what is responsibility means to them. That's the question that we're going to pose to them.
All right, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you so much for your insights and your bravery of speaking out and trying to help the youth as well. Jabu Pule-Mahlangu, who is a young, free and educated ambassador. There is a website, I imagine.
Yes, we have you can catch us on
is it right over here? Well, okay, so you just go on www.yfe.co.za, Twitter as well. Be Young Free E. So it's BYFESA, and you can follow them on Twitter. Yeah, and also on Saturday, it's my birthday, so we're going to be celebrating my birthday at Davidton, at Sozizwe, a special school with a disadvantaged school, leading up for Nelson Mandela Day. So, fantastic. So it's also important to give the disadvantaged that hope. Okay. And, good. So lovely. You can join us in Davidton. Thanks for all the great work you're doing. Let's take a break. See you after this.